Today's music legend that you should know is the incredible Wilbur Hall. Wilbur Hall was born in 1894 in Shawnee Mound, Missouri, and had a career in vaudeville. Vaudeville was the type of entertainment that was very popular actually all over the world before movies came out. Okay. There were live shows in theaters everywhere, and the acts used to do many shows a day, and they kind of distilled the essence of their act down to like 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes or something. And these people would do 5 shows a day. They were the hardest working men in show business. And Wilbur Hall got his start this way. He was a very talented trombone player. And in 1924, he joined the Paul Whiteman Orchestra. And Paul Whiteman, they called him the king of jazz, okay? He hired the very best musicians from the jazz and classical world, sort of intermingled, and made this incredible movie in 1928, I think it was, called The King of Jazz. And Wilbur Hall is featured in this movie playing the tune Nola, which is a very fast tune with all sorts of jumping intervals on the trombone, which is very, very difficult to do. But he also had a comedic edge to him. Even when he played Nola, it was sort of funny because Wilbur Hall was really a musical comedian, a musical clown, you might even say. Some people are just born with that clowning instinct, but the best musical clowns also have to be really fine musicians, and he definitely was that. And he had a long career. One of his trademark numbers that was also in that King of Jazz movie was a crazy version that he did of Pop Goes the Weasel on violin, wearing these outlandish shoes, which were called slap shoes. It's a thing that was popular in vaudeville. So they sort of look like scuba diving equipment on his feet. And he just plays all sorts of outrageous stuff on the violin. It's very funny and very musical, and all sorts of little musical jokes in there. The better of a musician you are, the more you'll laugh. And he continued doing this routine and actually performed my favorite version on the Spike Jones show. And Spike Jones was another musical clown who was a great musician, and he had an amazing band. But I'm not here to talk about him today. I have gotten hours of entertainment watching this thing. I never tire of it. It's just so amazing. And the other instrument that he played, if you call it an instrument, the trombone is kind of, it requires a lot of knowledge on where the intonation is, where the slide is going back and forth. And the violin, the same thing. There's no frets on it. You have to locate your pitches along a string. So I guess it's not that big of a stretch to realize that Wilbur Hall's other virtuosic achievement was playing the bicycle pump. He played melodies incredibly in tune on the bicycle pump, so you have to watch this. So he had a long life. He married a woman named Renee, and they toured as a husband and wife vaudeville act all over America and even in Europe. And he even appeared in the 1970s on the infamous show, The Gong Show, hosted by Chuck Barris, one of the craziest people to ever host an American television show. And he finally passed away about 90 years old in California in 1983, I believe it was. So even though I can't put any of this music on my Spotify playlist, I urge you to watch the full versions of everything you can of Wilbur Hall. You will not be disappointed.